Hello, everybody. How are you? This is John with iiRcade Live. Um, wait a second. This is actually I want to do this for a while. So, I Mr. Screw Money's iiRcade Live 28. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. What an opportunity. Wow. Uh, Beautiful day today, right? Very nice weather here in Chicago. Um, Very hot. It's gotten extremely hot. And again, I'm stuck in my basement dungeon today, but I was able to actually step out this morning and found out that, oh my God, the weather's so nice. What am I doing inside? But I'm stuck here inside, so I guess that's my destiny. Oh, I am seeing my friends joining. How are you guys? Really appreciate joining. Thank you so much. Jeff, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Derek, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Mine was awesome. Um, Lots of work. But had something urgent that came up and I had to get that done. And by the way, because of that, I'm pretty behind on responding to messages. So my sincere apologies for that. Um, Had to get some very urgent thing done. So, um, but it's done now, and now I can relax and have a lot of great fun with you guys today. So, very much looking forward to that. How's it going, Todd? Thank you for joining, my friend. Rachel Click, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining. Hey, Wayne, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Well, my screen just scrolled up. Let me just go there for a second. Roy, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Thanks for joining, my friend. Hey, Sam, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Antoine, hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. John, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Lamarcus, how are you? Thanks for joining. Chris, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Preston, very nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Michael, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Mr. Screw Money. I don't know how I get the name. Or do I? Anyways, I've started using the name in my Bomb Squad games. And when if you see Mr. Screw Money, just to let you know on Bomb Squad games, just to let you know that sometimes it's not me, it's my son playing in my place with my ID, Mr. Screw Money. So just a little heads up. Hey, Chris, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hot in Pennsylvania. Really? Here in Chicago as well. Very hot. Um, yeah, I'm the type of person who has like lots of heat inside, so I tend to sweat a lot. So if it's really hot, I'm like, I need swimming pool. um, but yeah, it's hot here as well. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Thank you so much again for that. Let's see. It's taking my glasses off because glasses make me see worse. um, hey Jeff, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Uh, you trying you trying to screw me out of my money, John? uh, yeah. Love the question. Love the question. Of course. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be trying very hard, harder, I would say, to get more awesome games so that I can screw you out of your money. I hope you have a lot of money in your bank account. Just messing with you. I love messing with you. So, thanks for that. Loved it. Let's see. Hey, Leroy, how is my friend? Colorado. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Love the place. Welcome. John, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Matt, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. Leo, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Yeah, hi. Dragon Slayer looks sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow, ever since I announced our Dragon Slayer cabinet, by the way, it's been extremely hot. Thank you so much for everybody here. I really appreciate it. Not the weather, the Dragon Slayer cabinet. We've been getting over $25,000 in sales every day, and that's like 3 times the normal for straight until Sunday. And yesterday it went down a little bit to 16,000, but I'm sure today hopefully it'll go back up. But it's been extremely hot. At this rate, I think we should be able to pass uh, 500K pretty easily. So that we need to prepare for our next stretch goal. Um, so thank you so much, everybody, for that. I really appreciate it. Couldn't have made this happen without you. So thank you so much. Hey, Sean, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Wow, I see all of my friends. Andrew, how are you? Thanks for joining. Corey, hey, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. Daniel, how's it going? Thanks for joining. By the way, Andrew, wow, I am seeing, so I speak Korean, obviously. I'm seeing a lot of people here who speak Korean. So very surprised at your skills. You guys are much better than me. I tell you. So, thank you for that. Yes, we are almost at 500. Right now I'm seeing 464K. So with 36 more K, which hopefully at this rate we should be able to make happen by this week. Then we will definitely pass our stretch goal, and then we'll get another awesome stretch goal for 600K. So we're looking into that right now, and we have some awesome ideas. You'll be very happy. So stay tuned. Let's see. Hey Bobby, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Mark, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So glad that you guys are here. Hey Bill, how are you? Thanks for joining, my friend. Christina, how are you? Thanks for joining. Alex, how are you? Eric, how are you? Wow, all my friends are here. Scott, how's it going? You guys are making me excited. Prince, how are you, my friend? Brian, how are you? Jean, how are you, my friend? Brent, how are you? Thanks for joining. Nicholas, how are you? Thanks for joining. Um, wow, I see another Korean. He learned Korean in college. My wife teaches Korean in college here in Chicago. So wow, impressed, very impressive. I know language is like one of the most difficult things to learn in life, at least for me perspective. Um, I've learned a lot of languages since I was high school. Like I've learned like 4 years of Spanish, hola, 3 years of German, guten Tag. um, what else did I do? I've learned about 2 years of Japanese. Ohayou gozaimasu. But that's all I know. That's all I know. So if I travel to another country, like I can barely survive, with my using my body gestures and things. I'm hungry. Hibernaite ka in Japanese. um, but yeah, that's about it. So my language skills are horrible. See, Matt is also speaking Korean as well. I was actually speaking to Matt in Korean I think it was over the weekend, right, Matt? And we're chatting back and forth. I'm like, oh my god, he's much better than me. I better switch to English. But you guys are great. You guys are great. So thank you so much for that. Hey Todd, how are you? Thanks for joining. Will, how are you? Thanks for joining. Let's see. Will, any plans for bundling games to purchase in bulk at discounted rate? That's probably going to be difficult because it's deal per every single publisher, and it's not like do everything at once. So, um, due to how the deals are structured, that may be difficult, but we'll see. Um, Nothing's impossible, but it may be difficult, just to let you know. All right, let's get the day started. Let me wear my uh, aesthetic glasses again, so that my family's members will not make fun of me. um, I got a couple things to tell you today. Not really an announcement. Today's gonna be a normal day. We need to have normal days once in a while, right? I mean, we had the online gaming announcement. I think that was pretty cool. Last week we had Dragon Slayer announcement. I think that was pretty cool. Today we'll relax a little bit, have some fun playing games, etc., etc. But I got a couple things to show you, so let me show you that. Um, I need to go to share screen. So here we go. First thing I was told. Oops. How do I get rid of the screen? Sorry. Sorry for that. Oh, sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Uh, can you hear me now? Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me know. Can you hear me now? Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you don't hear my audio again, please do let me know. My sincere apologies for that. Yeah, I gotta get used to this better, right? I mean, it's only been like what, 4 months. I'm not learning my lesson. I should be learning my lesson. So I will practice more. Thank you so much for that. So, but I got a lot of questions from our family members who are asking if our bomb squad was peer-to-peer based, and it's not peer-to-peer based. It's server based, and you'll be able to play from many people from multiple platforms because this is a multi-platform game, and you'll be able to play from day one with everybody from all over the world who are playing with other platforms, and you'll be able to beat them up because you have an iiRcade advantage, right? With premium arcade joysticks, and you'll be able to beat them up no time. So, great. Let's see. I just want to make sure that we have sound. Okay. So that was first information. Second information. If you remember, was it last week? I showed you that we had an interview with Old School Gamer magazine, and I had a conversation with him today. And first of all, he really, really loves our product, right? He's like very impressed with it. This is like the best thing he's seen ever. And he says he'll be getting us on his publication in September, right? September. So we should be on his magazine, if you remember, right? I've several of them. It's really awesome magazine, by the way. These days, when I was young, I used to subscribe to all the game magazines out there, right? If you remember, Electronic Gaming Monthly, Game Pro, Game Informer, etc., etc. I still subscribe to Game Informer. They're still alive. So I subscribe to that, read every month, and I've been looking for some retro magazines, right? Because I really love old games. I couldn't find one in US, so right now I'm subscribing to one in UK. I think it's called Retro Gamer. And again, shipping the magazine paper version to my house is expensive, so there I'm subscribing digitally. And then, right, I found out about this magazine, so I've gotten this. I'm reading it. It's an amazing magazine. So I've started subscribing to it, and again, it's gonna get me on September issue. And while we were having some conversations, I remember last week, somebody, I forgot who it was, mentioned that asked the question how to subscribe. So I talked to him a little bit about it, and he gave us something cool. So let me bring that up for you. So he said, if you're interested, only for our iiRcade family members, he's willing to give us free digital subscription of his magazine for the rest of our lives. So we better live long so that we can read his magazine for the rest of our lives. So if you're interested, you can click on this link, oldschoolgamer.com/iiRcade, and you can sign up, and you'll be able to get this amazing magazine, digital version, free of charge for the rest of your life. So that's one good thing. And he also said, it's very generous. He really, really, really likes the product, right? So he came over to my house. He played the game with me, and then he interviewed me and things like that. So he was one of the first people to try out iiRcade, and he really loved it. And then he also said, for our backers, he will also give 2 free issues of paper version of the Old School Gaming magazine. And if you're interested in subscribing, he'll also give us good discounts for iiRcade members, family members only. So that was pretty cool. That was very cool, actually, because magazine itself, I think, is really, really good, especially for us who love old school gaming, right? So again, let me give you the URL. Oldschoolgamer.com/iiRcade. You'll be able to get free digital subscription for the rest of your life. Again, live long. I plan to, so that I can read his awesome magazine. And then for all backers, 2 free issues of his paper version of magazine, and great discount for anyone who wants to subscribe. And this is for our iiRcade family members. So that was cool. And then I don't know if our friend P-Dubs is here right now. I'm going to be on his new amazing show, Super Game Room Dudes. I don't know if you've seen his shows. It's really cool. The show is not only focused on arcade anymore, but first session he talked about Sega gaming, which I thought was really cool because I'm a huge Sega fan, as you guys know. And second one, they talked about like was movie based on video games, which I thought was really cool as well because I watch a lot of those, right? I've seen Sonic with my son. And I thought it was very well made. Jim Carrey, I think, did really well. I've seen Tomb Raider. I've even seen Street Fighter. Back in the days, right? Back in the days. So it really resonated with me, and he invited me to his new show, which is, by the way, getting really great attention. It'll be on Saturday, and we'll give you more information on upcoming Friday session. We'll give you more information. So so those are some of the information that I wanted to pass you today. And let me have a quick look at some of the questions, because while I was talking, I recognized some questions. So let me do that. Let's see. Going through real quickly. Derek, thank you so much. The star question star. That was what got my attention. Sorry for that. A iiRcade group member brought up a good question asking about how durable the control deck is. When iiRcade 1-Up came out, they had issues with the graphics getting rubbed off and ended up sending out deck protectors. And now they all come with one. Will iiRcade come with a deck protector? That's a fantastic question. Thank you so much for that. The answer is you don't need one. So our printing method is completely different from theirs. And I know what you're talking about. And ours, I mean, I've had my day one device from like a year ago, and it's still fine. So you won't need one. I mean, if you want to get one, we can look into see what can be done, but it's not really needed. And you'll see it when you get it. You'll see it. So if you want to scratch it on purpose, right? Take a knife, scratch. Then obviously there will be scratch. But or I'm not sure about wearing off, but at least scratch. But my device is still fine, and I play a lot of games. So we are using a different printing methodology. So it's gonna be I say no problem. No problem there. I've had no problem so far, and theoretically as well, right? Our technology, method that we're using, you won't have any issues there. So don't worry about it. But if you still need it, it's gonna be difficult to include in the box for several reasons, especially right if deck protector is. You can probably do it with plastic, but I don't know. Our packaging is pretty tight and everything. Something we have to think about, but at the same time, it's not really necessary. I mean, if it was really necessary, we would definitely, but it's not. But if you really need it, it's something that we can think about as something on the side. But I can tell you that it's not really necessary with iiRcade. It's top quality art. Yes, it is top quality. So just wanted to let you know. So going to deliver the information to you. I actually saw that question on our comment section of Kickstarter, but I was like so busy over the weekend getting that urgent work done, and I didn't have time to answer the question. So if the question came up today, I wanted to answer that for you. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to answer that awesome question. I appreciate it. So with that, of course, I'll go through more questions after we play some games, right? It's time, shall we? And that, by the way, sort of reminds me of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? I think they say something like that. So let me get to playing some games. If you can give me 1 second, and I'll come back and I'll answer more questions. So I'll be right back. Let me try to see if I can remember how to bring up my. There you go. Okay, I am bringing my audio testing apparatus to make sure the audio is there. And please let me know if you don't hear me. Let me also turn my computer around so that I can check and make sure audio is there. Can you let me know if you have audio? I just want to confirm and make sure. And I think my apparatus is down. Can somebody let me know if I have audio? Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Todd. I appreciate it. All right, let's get game playing started. So for those who have joined us for the first time, welcome. Let me show you, let me go over with you real quickly on how iiRcade looks like and plays. So up above the screen, you have 2 speakers, 100 watts, 1.21 gigabytes. I'm sorry, gigawatts of powerful audio equipped with your own flux capacitor and plutonium. 19 inches of beautiful display here. And then you have control panel, where on the right-hand side, first button, it puts the device into sleep or wakes it up. Right next to it, you have the calling button, player 1, player 2 button. And by the way, on power button, if you press and hold for 2 seconds, and it'll turn off. And if you press it again, it'll come back up in about 24 seconds. And so that you can get to playing right away in less than 30 seconds or so. Right next to that, you have, of course, the volume button. You can go all the way up if you want, or you can go all the way down. I'll put it down so that we can talk. And then right next to that, you have menu button and pause button. So during the gameplay, if you press on pause button, it'll pause the game. If you press it again, it'll unpause the game. And if you press and hold for 2 seconds, it'll bring you back to this menu. And then right next to that, you have 3.5mm headset jack. And of course, you can connect your wired headset, or you can also connect your wireless headset via Bluetooth. On the screen, the menus lined up intuitively, very easy to use. First one, it lists all your recently played games, starting with the most recent games and down. All displays all your games and thank you. Loaded up today, as always. And then after that, you have like different genres. And within different genre, you can also, everything's alphabetized. So games are very easy to find. And then you have, of course, settings. Today, I was lazy, so my Wi-Fi is not connected. And I take around with my device all the time. And right now, I have like 2 different routers installed in my basement. So today, I did not connect my Wi-Fi. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I want to get to playing some games. Today, I have 3 games to show you. And by the way, I'm just going to check real quickly on the questions and make sure there's no audio problems. And sounds like there's echo. Where's echo? Oh, I know why. Sorry, 1 second, please. Is that better? I just found out that my phone that's pointing at the device was turned on. So I hope there's no echo right now. Just trying to confirm. Can you sing Phil Collins in the Air Tonight? I'm a horrible singer. I can sing for you, no problem, but you'll probably close your ears real quickly. Perfect. Thank you so much for confirmation. Let's get to play some games. So I got 3 games to show you today. One of them is a slow action. The other 2 are pretty intense actions. Very fun, lots of fun. First one sort of came from a request. So I've been reading up on comments as usual, and I saw that one of the persons asked if I could show a game where they initially thought they would not enjoy, but found out that they really like. From my perspective as well, the game starts extremely easy, and it gets more difficult, and especially children like it a lot. So let me show you. It's a game called Mousebot. Let me lower the volume a little bit more. It does get really loud and powerful. Just to let you know, if you put it up all the way. If you want to experience it, I can bring it up for you. This game is made by the same company who made our amazing Riptide GP Renegade, as well as our Beach Buggy. The game is very clear, beautiful graphics, made for iiRcade. You have iiRcade logo right there, which I love. Many different options, but let's get to it. I've actually been playing this a little bit. So in the beginning, it's a little too easy. So let me get to the highest level that I've gone to so far. So you're a robot, right? Mouse robot in a science lab where the scientist cats are collecting data, and you're the mouse bot where you're collecting all this cheese in the maze. Very simple concept. Again, initially it's very easy, but it gets really more difficult. You have to time this very carefully. It's a 3D game. Again, the graphics are very clear, and yes, even though how it may look very easy, I died a lot. So it's not undieable, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just solved the level. You're basically going through these mazes and collecting cheese. And as you collect cheese, you can customize your mouse. I'll show you customization. Let's see. Oh, I got a wooden skin. Nice. So I'll go for that. I'll maybe paint the color. What's a good color? I gotta unlock these too, by the way. Not using money, but using cheese that you collect. And iiRcade, by the way, there are no ads, no pay to win, right? I personally really don't like pay to win, and in an arcade environment, the pay to win does not make sense, in my opinion, right? I've been playing this a lot, and I've been sweating and put a lot of effort to build my character. And all of a sudden, somebody comes in, somebody brand new, and he's higher than me, and he just was able to build up the character and kill me by spending money. I don't think that's fair, especially in an arcade environment. So we said we're not going to support pay to win. For example, I've also had some questions on Bomb Squad as well. Our Bomb Squad is not, what's the best way to put it? It's a full version that you'll be getting. It's a full version. So yeah, I wanted to let you know. But anyway, going back to mouse, you can also have wings and hats. I think I need to play the game a little bit more to earn those. So all games you have to earn, or everything you have to earn. Again, clear graphics. This is one of the modern games that recently came out. And again, it may look easier at the end, but it gets really hard. Children really love this game as well. So this is first game that I want to show you. It's called Mousebot. It will be available on our online store for iiRcade. Second game. Let's get to what's the best way to put it. Get some adrenaline pumping. So I'm assuming that a lot of people here love ninjas. I used to love ninja when I was young, and that's one of the reasons why I went to take taekwondo and things like that. Anyway, it's a game called Ninja Kazan. If you remember, what's the best way to put it? So it's this kind of game, basically. We've played a lot of games like this when we were young. Rygars,
what is it? Legend. Oh my God, I'm losing names. Legend of. Uh, oh my God, I'm losing names. Anyway, it feels like it's more like Rygar meets sort of like Metroid style a little bit from a older ninja perspective. It's a great action game, so I want to show you. So let's get into it. You're Ninja Kazan. You take back the other 4 secret letters. It's got great sound. It's very ninja-like. Yeah, it starts very easy, it gets more difficult. If you press and hold on to the button, you can fire. I was like, sure you can. Oops. Sure you can. There he goes. He sort of looks like Ryu as well. So Ninja Kazan version of Ryu. But anyway, nunchucks. You can jump. Then you can go up. You can get items. Let's see. Come here. There you go. Let me pump up the sound a little bit for you. Oops. So you can hear. Can you hear? Yeah, this. I really like the audio in this game. The audio quality of iiRcade makes a huge difference in game playing experiences. So what I'm experiencing is, right, it's exactly the same game. If I play somewhere else, it feels different. Especially because like I've been playing a lot of games on our device, right? And I'm sort of getting used to the cinematic experience that iiRcade is providing with amazing audio and everything. And I cannot play on another platform anymore. So even the same game that I'm playing, it does play different. Again, due to the iiRcade experience that we're able to bring with powerful audio and great display and everything. So anyways, that was Ninja Kazan. Hope you liked it. And I'll find out if you liked it or not once I go back to my desk. Let me just quickly check my screen and make sure I don't have any audio issues. All right, I don't see no audio issues. Let's get to the third game. Our third game that I want to show you is another action game. This game, what's the best? I was like, when I first saw this game, I'm like, I've seen this game before. Where did I see it? And I could not remember. So I think probably the best way to describe this game is more like, what is it? Gauntlet meets Terminator. And I'm not a good describer. Anyway, it's called Steel Force. And it's very futuristic, as you can see. We are, oh, sorry about that. We're fighting aliens. We're fighting aliens from a top-down perspective, and we're trying to save the world. So you can fire. You can also, and second button allows you to shoot grenades, right? So we're going to this world, and inhabited by aliens. There's my spaceship. Leaves me, I'm shooting, right? So you can see it's a really heavy action mayhem. You can blow up these, you can get different weapons, you can get ammos, you can get coins. And then you have to go through these doors. There are many doors. This is one of the reasons why it reminded me of sort of Gauntlet, because if you look at Gauntlet, these different areas are sealed by doors. And same here as well. There are many different areas, and we have to open them up by shooting them and making the area available. All right. And here's the kicker, though. There's a time limit. I've been playing this game and always got stuck by time limit. Because it's very difficult to solve the level in time. You don't have too much time. Um, oh no! I knew that would happen. Yeah. Shut this door down. The graphic is great as well, right? And then it's got different elements oh, like those laser guns. Let me destroy that. If you shoot the laser gun, I go there, shoot back, oh, move, I'll select. Okay. All right. One more laser gun. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I'm dead. Let me destroy the laser gun. All right. Get the weapon and shoot grenade. That makes the door opening easier. Grenade, make the door opening easier. And we go across really quickly. Oops, I just wasted my grenade. Right? It sort of does feel like a futuristic gauntlet, if you know, if you ask me. But I know that Gauntlet has a lot more enemies coming after you at the same time. But from a perspective that, number one, this is a top-down perspective, and also that areas are sort of blocked out, and you have to conquer these areas to get to the next area. Those are pretty similar characteristics. And it's a lot of action, lots of mayhem. Oh no! See, I told you I'm running out of time again, and there are aliens coming after me. Sorry, I am focusing on playing the game right now. 3, 2, 1, no! Oh, I'm dead. I keep on running out of time. But anyway, this was Steel Force. Lots of action. It will be available on iiRcade Online Store on the launch day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me go back to my desk and let's have some more chat. Okay, my friends, I'm back. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's see. I need to take my glasses off. Maybe I need better glasses or something, or new eyes. Let me see. Let me go back up and I'll try to find some questions. Let's see. I see awesome, nice, oh, awesome. This is when we were talking about the desk protector. Again, I wonder if there's a good way to show you. I wish I can. Maybe next time I'll like zoom in or something like that. Because we don't print on the surface, right? If you print on the surface and of course, right, if you're playing and rubbing against the paint, then it'll rub off. But ours is, what's the best way to put it? A extremely premium quality sticker, if you know what I mean. Very amazing quality sticker. They will not come off. Once you put it on, it's not going to come off. And surface is extremely durable. These are extremely expensive stickers that we're using right now. I was quite honestly surprised in the beginning why stickers are so expensive. But then I found out why, because the quality is really good. So it's not going to come off. So just wanted to let you know. Sorry. My sincere apologies for that. I still have the cold. Trying to get rid of it. Hopefully it'll be gone soon. Let's see. Going through, I think I'm just passing the deck protector section. See. Prince, will you sign my paper copy, John? Sure. I don't know which paper copy you mean, but yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you mean. As long as my hand is alive, anything for you, my friend. Anything for you. Let's see. It's going through. Bobby, where's the link, John? I think you mean the link to Old School Gamer magazine. I'll show you that again at the end, so you can write it down. It's basically oldschoolgamer.com/iarcade. Then you can get their free digital version of their magazine, free for rest of your life. I love that word, rest of your life. Let's see. Just going down the list. Moses, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. I get this question on last. I'll bring this one up. Will it have Marvel versus Capcom 2? We'll see. We'll see. Again, anything's possible in the future. So, great thing about iiRcade is that you're not just stuck with only a small set of games that are launched on day one, right? You can continuously upgrade new games from our online app store, and we'll continuously be expanding our game store as well, continuously. Right, obviously, especially as time goes and we have more people using our product, etc., the game list is gonna be getting bigger. Like when you're building a snowman, initially you start really small, it gets really big quickly, right? So same way. And we're working very hard to make games happen, and we have an amazing team of people with a lot of experiences and a lot of people who we know in the industry making this happen. So hopefully soon we'll be able to see that game. We'll keep you updated. So thanks for the question. Let's see, just going down the list. Skills, hey, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Will there be more online games at launch or shortly after launch? That's a great question. We'll see. Bomb Squad was our first one. And we'll be continuously working with others to bring more online games. So from now until launch, hopefully, we'll be able to get some more games. Actually, I gotta ask my team if they are talking to and how many more online game publishers. I don't even know, but I'll talk to them and we'll try to bring more games before or at or shortly after launch. But our intention is to bring a lot of online games to iiRcade. So remember, II in iiRcade means I, which is me here, I, which is you there. We're playing together and we're bonding together using R, which is our device. That's what iiRcade means. So we want to bring as many as possible, and many meaning awesome games, many, right? So we'll continue working on it. We have a strong team working on it, so it'll be great. It'll be great. So thank you for that. Let's see. Michael, thank you for clarifying, John. Same process for Dragon Slayer Cap. Oh, I think you mean for the control panel. Yes, absolutely. Every single device that we have right now is exactly the same. Again, man, I wish I can show you. Maybe I'll take my, maybe I'll set up a different camera to show you next time the surface of the control panel. Even the one that I had since about like a year ago, it's still exactly the same. So it's how we do it differently. So just wanted to let you know. Just going through the list. Let's see. Chris, hey, thank you so much for joining, Chris. I appreciate it. Sorry, my eyes are going bad. So, hi, John. Chris here. Backer number 44. How many games could we download with 64 gigabytes? Debating if I should upgrade to 128. Thanks, John. You're the best. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that. And of course, I had to read the last sentence. Anyways, yeah, it's a really good question. It also depends on what kind of games you're downloading. Right now, our biggest game is 2 gigabytes. and that's Dragon Slayer and a couple others. And if you're downloading like all 2 GB games, then it'll be about 30 something games. But most of the games are not that big, right? Um, if you're downloading typical modern games, which are in probably like several hundred megabytes, to big ones are like 1 GB, then you can get anywhere up to about 60 something games to several hundred games. If you're downloading only retro games, you can have like thousands of games in there. So literally, you can have a lot of games with 64 gigabytes alone. If you want to get 128, it's only $50 more. So it's up to you. And also it's up to what kind of games you want to get. And again, keep in mind that we'll be getting a lot of more games on our App Store too, especially as time goes, right? It's just going to grow exponentially, I should say, like snowball, right? A snowball effect. Thank you. So you may want to think about that. But also, right, you may not be playing like all hundreds of games at the same time. Then, for example, like RPG, if you finish an RPG, normally I don't play that again right after. So I can probably delete it, and then you can download it again later on for free. So you can manage your games through your account that way as well. So depending on what you want to play, what games you want to get. I hope that answers your question. Retro Collect, I saw your another signature question, John. came into my eyes. So let me go with that. Several meetings ago, you mentioned you were going to receive that week the PCB board of CPU or something like that. You were going to show it to us. Can you show it to us? Yeah, I should have brought it with me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Here it is. So this is it. Unfortunately, I cannot show you too much in detail inside because of confidentiality. But here's the board. It's pretty big. Or either my face is smaller, or the board is no. Board is actually not too big. My face is small. But anyway, it's good size. All the components are built in there. And sort of is what's the best way to put it? Sort of a consolidated, optimized board, PCB board, and I did get that. So it's a new board. It's our final board, and I haven't tested out yet because too much work. 24 hours is just too little of time in a day. But I intend to. As soon as some of my time frees up, I intend to. But that's going to be the board that you'll be getting. Let's see. Going down. Chris Payne. Hey, thanks for joining, my friend. You could probably make money if you offer reps for the cabinet like Double Dragon and other game designs. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. What's the best way to put it? It's much more difficult than it sounds. It's really a lot of work. Technically or technologically, I think it's probably technically. Technically wise, theoretically it's easy, but it's more of all the different processes that we have to go through. That takes a very long time and a lot of effort, a lot of money, etc., etc. So if let's say, for example, let's say I make one device and put one game in it and have one game's cabinet graphics on it and sell that one device like regular arcade. That's so much easier, so much easier. Whereas what we're trying to do, one device that can play many different games. So, for example, what's the best way to put it? We put different game graphics on it. That process-wise, it gets a lot more difficult, and especially from gaming company perspective too, right? It's not the normal model that they're used to. I mean, it's very new, so we right. Some of the companies we have to like adjust how we are adjust the contracts, the verbiages, how this needs to be done and things like that. Lots of them we're finding that needs to be customized or redone because the model that we have is so new in the industry. So it is taking a long time, but I hear you, and I do know that, including myself, a lot of people want it. Also, there are several other issues too, like for example, like skew management issues, right? If you have 100 different variations and everybody's ordering different variations, it's extremely difficult to manage as well. I mean, let's say you ordered Double Dragon and somebody ordered I'm just gonna make this up, Gumdord, and because there's so many different variations, we ship them incorrectly, right? That'll be bad. So some things like that we have to, especially from operation-wise perspective, we have to think about very strongly. So that's the other thing too. But we hear you, and we'll keep that in mind for sure. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Todd, the Dragon Slayer deck needs to be tested. One for to last a long time. Of course, absolutely, my friend. I totally agree with you. All our cabinets will be tested, and we're using very premium quality parts as well, and that lasts a long time. And these parts are all proven, and these are the same parts that are used in the premium, expensive arcade and like casino game, those games, right? The same parts. So it's very premium, and it does last a long time. I dropped it like 5 times, and it's still going. So of course there were scratches and everything, some chips, but still going after 5 drops. So I was pretty impressed. Hope that answered your question. So it's going down, finding more questions. Let's see. Johnny, can you show the home screen? I did during the demo. If you want to see it again, let me know. Actually, there it is. So there's a home screen, as you saw before. Let's see, going down the list. I see Oreo's good. Oreo's good. What's the link to the digital magazine? Which I'll get to you. I'll show it to you again at the end. Let's see. Just going down the list. See, Retro Collect question, John. I currently have the bar top only. Is there a way to only get an upgrade for $50 just for the Senna joysticks? It's a really good question. Give us a little bit of time. Let us think about this a little bit, and we'll get back to you. So thank you so much for that. By the way, over the weekend, we received several requests to do a or enable bar top for Dragon Slayer, and unfortunately, that's really difficult. As I've explained, we need to have a copyright message in the device, on the device, and it was extremely difficult to get it on the bar top. I mean, if we get it on the bottom of the bar top, and if you put it on as a stand, put it in the stand, there's going to be like line right in the middle of your graphics, and you probably don't want that. We tried putting it other places, and it wasn't just good experience from a design perspective. So we said, hey, this is Dragon Slayer, right? It's Dragon Slayer, so it deserves to be Dragon Slayer, the full entire experience. So it's one of the reasons why we just enabled the full bundle only. So My sincere apologies for that. If this is impacting anybody, but it was very difficult decision to make, and it was very difficult to enable as well. So we had to go with only the full version. So my apologies for that, and thanks for your understanding, by the way. Let's see. Going down the list. Going down the list, looking for questions. I need questions. Let's see. Christina, how does a robot mouse eat cheese? These are very advanced robot mice. I've never seen it, but probably my mouse here, it's cheese. If I put cheese in front of it, because whenever I did something like that, my cheese were gone by the time I came back. Man, I should stop doing that, right? Sorry for that. Let's see. It's going down the list, looking for questions. Going down the list, I see robot cheese. I see another one that says "Question John" with big capital letters. So those I have to review, right? Where were you able to obtain more games like Smash TV? I'm really looking for twin stick capability games like Smash TV, Ikari Warriors, and Heavy Barrel. Great question. Licensing does take some time to do. So we'll definitely look into it. We may even have some games right now that can utilize twin stick. I just have to look. Let me have a look. But as we get more games that utilize twin sticks, we'll definitely enable them. So no worries, my friend. No worries. We will make that happen. So thanks for that. Stan, no pay to win for the win. Yes. My God, some of the games that I was playing that had like in-app and pay to win, and there are guys who's coming in and beating me up, and these guys have like infinite level. So those guys probably either hacked on the server or paid a lot of money. And I think these games, especially these days, I don't think it's very difficult to hack. So I think it was some money. And I think these rewards should be rewarded to you by putting in efforts, right? So I like the policy. Let me know if you don't. I think most of you will like it though. So let's see. Going down the list. James. Hey, let's see. Hey, thanks so much for joining, by the way. Sorry, my screen keeps on scrolling down for some reason, so I just lost you for a second. Welcome, my friend. And can I buy now and where other than Kickstarter? Great question. Right now, it's only on Kickstarter. Once we're done with Kickstarter, we may place in other places, but prices are going to go up. It's very difficult to make this price again because we're able to make this happen right now because we're pre-retail. But once we go retail, it's gonna get very difficult to lower the prices because, for example, if we lower the price in our website, for example, then retailers are obviously not gonna like it. So it becomes very difficult for us to bring these prices back again. This is a reason why we're doing Kickstarter now, so that we can provide these prices for you. But I mean, if this is okay with you, then obviously we'll be releasing our product after Kickstarter elsewhere. So and we'll definitely keep you updated. So thanks for the question. Going down the list. Let's see, Brian, thanks so much for joining, my friend. Will there be deals that we can purchase games in last or only separate? Great question. I think I had a similar question before. Again, because these are like separate publishers, it's very difficult to say bundle games, right? So I don't know about purchasing games in lots, but we may be able to come up with some other methods, and we'll work on it, and we'll keep you updated. We actually have some great ideas in this area. We need to look into see if it's feasible. So we'll keep you updated on it. So thanks for the question. So my mouth is like really getting dried up right now. So it must be my basement dungeon thing. I see. Mark is gonna faint. I need to prepare like bucket full of cold water, so that Mark cannot faint. I don't want Mark to faint right now. Um, he has to try iiRcade first before fainting. So stay with me, my friend. You cannot faint now. um, Van, Legend of Cage. Oh, thank you so much. That's it. Legend of Cage. Thank you so much. I used to play that a lot when I had my Nintendo Entertainment System. And we have several games on iiRcade that reminds me of Legend of Cage. And this one was not exactly same, but it sort of reminded me of that game. So I wanted to show you. So thank you so much for that. Legend of Cage it is. Brian, Jellicoe is on board now. We need bases loaded. Totally agree with you. Actually, we were going to until we found out that bases loaded was never released on arcade. There were some prototypes, I was told, but it was never released on arcade. So I wanted to get it. I love bases loaded, but we were not able to. It does not exist. So, but great thing is we're gonna try to get other baseball games. There are lots of baseball games out there, and great thing is we're able to support many different platforms. So we'll keep you updated on that. Thank you so much for that. Christina, you need Kung Fu Master. And I agree with you. I agree with you. It's one of my favorite games, Kung Fu Master. I used to play that all the time. And this game is going to look amazing. It'll play stunning on iiRcade. I totally agree with you. We'll work on it. Thank you so much for that. Brian, we need ER Kung Fu. Completely agree with you. Kung Fu games, arcade Kung Fu games are really, really awesome, right? I used to pronounce it Yari Kung Fu. I mispronounced it. I think it's Yar Kung Fu. That game's awesome. Kung Fu Master is awesome. Karate Champ is great. These older Karate Champ is a fighting style, but games like Kung Fu Master, we're using Kung Fu and you're beating and you're moving up the steps. I never was able to finish the game. It's a very difficult game to play, but I spent a lot of hours on it. It's hard. It's very hard. It is one of the games that I want to get, and we'll keep you updated on it. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Going down the list. Retro Collect. Statement, John. Wow, you know how to catch people's attention. That's a really good skill to have. Thanks for that. Please make your next stretch goal at 600,000. Make it so we can get something. I've been letting lots of people know. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate it. We have some really great ideas about on 600K stretch goal. So as we get closer to 500K, we'll decide which one's the best one, and we'll announce it. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. So thank you so much for that. We have our eyes on it. Going down the list. Bill, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Shinobi. Oh, thank you. That's another great ninja game. Shinobi is really, really amazing. We'll look into it. So thank you so much for that. Scott. Hey, Scott, by the way, thank you so much for joining, my friend. Jong, Ninja Kazan cross between Rygar and Legend of Cage. Is that what you meant? Yes. I think Rygar, because this one sort of also has a platform element on it, where you can go up, you can go travel sideways and things like that. So that's where I was thinking of Metroid, but it's not really a Metroid game per se. But from that perspective, it sort of is, um, sort of this Metro style, sort of Castlevania style, maybe a little bit of Retromania style. Not Retromania. Um, Metrovania. Thank you. I'm losing my words today. So that's sort of what I felt when I was playing Ninja Kazan. That's a great game, especially again if you pump up the sound, right, and play. It's got some great bass tunes. So when you're hitting, go. When you're hitting, go. It's great feeling. Great feeling. I love it. I would strongly recommend it. Let's see. Going down the list. Is this one multiplayer? Brian, thank you so much for your question. Yes, you can play up to 2 players, I think. It's definitely multiplayer. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Retro Collect. Another question, John, in capital letters. And this time I see an S right after question. So there must be multiple questions here. Let me have a look. We need to talk about signatures for original backers. I'd like a sign in a gold market with my backer number. We'll look into that. Thank you so much for that. Also, I want to be able to buy a hoodie with my backer number. Even if it's more expensive, I like this option. That's going to be very, very difficult. Customizing hoodie per each hoodie is very, very difficult, very time consuming, etc. Unless we write it in markers, right? And I don't think you want a marker written backer number. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me know. But anyways, if we printing individual separately would be extremely difficult. But I can try to see if I can make hoodie available somewhere. So we sort of looked into it. We'll continue looking into it. So thank you so much for that. I didn't know that hoodie is gonna be. I didn't even know the T-shirt. My T-shirt. I didn't know that it was gonna be that popular. Some people are like, John, you should do a separate Kickstarter on T-shirts and hoodies. That was funny. But thank you so much for that. I'll look into it. Appreciate it. And my, of course, screen just scrolls up on me. Sorry, and I realized that we spent a lot of time, so I'll try to go through a little bit more question. And thanks so much for staying with me, and I'll answer the rest of the questions after we're done. So thank you so much for that. Let's go through real quickly. I'm trying to find questions that I have not answered before. Let's see. Chris, will we be able to swap out to Sanwa sticks by ourselves aftermarket? That's a great question. I say that the answer is yes, but you'll probably be voiding warranty. So that's something to keep in mind. But if that's okay, then swapping out to Sanwa's original Sanwa sticks is not going to be difficult. It'll be pretty easy. So just want to let you know. Let's see. Hassan, question John in capital letters. Will we be able to save our progress in games? Great question. For certain games, yes. My belief on arcade games, I don't think you're supposed to save games. No, it's supposed to save progress, right? If you can save progress in arcade games, it gets boring. I mean, if you die, you really have to start over from the beginning, and that's how I think the games were designed from day one. So I think saving games on arcade games does not make sense. Saving games on modern games, especially some of them like RPGs, for example, definitely makes sense. And the answer is yes. The games themselves support progress saves, especially those games that need it. So I say the answer is yes for games that need it. So yes, the answer is yes. Thank you so much for that. Going down the list. Um, Steve Weber, thank you so much for joining, my friend. Um, According to my kids, I'm the coolest dad ever, yet you're displaying the coolest dad ever pennant. What's up with that, John? I think we have a little competition going on here. I say the coolest dad ever, the title belongs to somebody who plays games well. Right? If you're up to the challenge, let me know, my friend. Once we release our iiRcade, I will play you Bomb Squad for the coolest dad title. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Coolest dad. Yeah, quite honestly, I'm not sure if I deserve the title myself. But we'll see. Thanks for that. Derek, greatest dad game battle, winner takes it all. You're on, my friend. And I think that was for Chris, right? I'm sorry, Steve. Steve, you're on, my friend. Thank you for that. I love it. Just going down the list, I think I have just 3 more questions, and I'll get to them quickly, and we'll end it for the day. Let's see. Going down, I'm looking for questions that I haven't answered yet. Let's see. Anthony, John. By the way, welcome, Anthony. Thanks for joining. If you remove a game from your system, will you lose the recorded high score forever? That's a really good question. Right now, probably, but we'll look into ways so that we can store that information. They can potentially be downloaded when you reinstall. Right now, the functionality is not there, but this is an excellent question, and we'll look into it. So thank you so much for that. Going down the list, man, I hope there's no question that says Chong Seng. I believe that was Mark, right? When I saw that question, I'm like, oh no, you don't want me to sing. I'm a horrible singer. As you can probably hear my voice as well, right? I'm a horrible singer. And then today I have really bad voice. So you don't want me to sing today. Let's see. Michael, John, why is the warranty, and can we get service after warranty is up? Thank you so much for your question. Really appreciate it. So the answer is, of course, there will be warranty. And we're looking to see what is a great competitive warranty period. So we're looking into that right now. We'll let you know soon. Sorry about that. And can we get service after warranty is up? Absolutely. In fact, iiRcade is, what's the best way to put it? So easy, right? Everything's modularized. So I don't think it's about getting service. I mean, of course, there will be service, right? Customer service perspective. But basically, what I'm saying is it's just a replace, right? So iiRcade is consisting of 10 different module parts. So let's say screen breaks for some reason. I don't know. Somebody threw a baseball on it and it cracked. All you have to do is get the display part, take it out, replace, done. Very easy. And iiRcade was designed with that in mind. So let's say even if the warranty is up, we'll probably provide parts right, to cover our costs and things like that. But you'll be able to order them, get them, just replace it. It's very easy, so you don't have to worry about those. So thank you so much for the great question. I really like it. Let's see. Wayne, hey, thanks for joining, my friend. Appreciate it. In the future meeting, could you go over the settings menu? Absolutely, I will. Absolutely. Right now on settings menu, there are several more things that we're trying to tweak, but I can go over with you what I have right now. Definitely. Thank you so much for that. I didn't know that anyone would be interested in seeing the whole settings menu, but I'm so glad that you are. I would love to show you. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. Going down the list. Let's see. Wow. The screen is like scrolling up. So makes it a little difficult to read, but let me get to it. See. Chris, question: can we upgrade memory later on by ourselves? Thank you so much for the question. Unfortunately, you won't be able to. So if you want more memory, I would strongly recommend getting it on day one. It's really the best way to do it. So thanks for that. Prentice, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. John, will there be a Lycon games on your arcade? I get that question all the time. That is a really good question. I'll just answer it for now with anything is possible in the future. um, sorry, I shouldn't be doing that. My kids are like, Daddy, stop doing that. People are gonna hate you. God, I'll try, but it's so fun, right? I just love doing it. I'll try. I'll try. So thanks for that. Let me go through the list real quickly, and maybe I'll get to maybe a couple more questions and for the day. Let's see. I'm looking for questions that I have not seen before. Prentice, thanks for your question. John, how fast can your cabinet be assembled? Thank you so much for the question. So let me give you some data examples. So my son, whom you, Donkey Jung Jr., he did it in 12 minutes without instructions. And he doesn't have IKEA building experiences. We had at CES, we had a couple of our guys assemble 4 units without any instructions. They did it about 30 minutes per device. First one was 30 minutes, and then later ones got much quicker without instructions. Some people can take a little bit longer, especially if you haven't had any IK experience, etc. But we'll be providing instructions, so it's much easier. All you need is a screwdriver, right? So you just screw in. So on the sides, there are just about, I forgot how many pieces, maybe 8 screws we put on. Everything else is, those round things. You just turn it, locks. That's it. It's very, very easy to do. So thank you for the question. And of course, again, not only we'll have instructions, but we'll also have instructional video that you can follow real easily on our webpage. So we'll make it very easy for you. So thanks for the question. Appreciate it. Let me see. Mark, please tell customers to leave me alone. I can't listen to John. Thank you so much, my friend. Can you let them know that you're talking to a mafia boss right now who is extremely scary looking, and he's very violent, and he's like really big muscles and things. And if they bother you during his broadcast, he'll have his guys go after you. I watch too many movies. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. That's fun. Let's see. Is it true you're the coolest dad? Autismo, hey, thanks for joining. Yes, I am the coolest dad in the world. By the way, don't ask the same question to my kids. They may have different answer. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Let me just get to maybe one more question. We'll end it for the day. Let's see. Christina, before I get to a question, let me. You heard something very interesting. Dan Bluth was supposed to be making a Dragon Slayer animated movie. I guess it fell through. It's a shame. Completely agree with you. Actually, I've seen the Kickstarter campaign. I think it was Indiegogo campaign, if I remember correctly. He did a campaign in 2016, and that was successful. But I haven't heard about it since then, so I don't know what happened. But there's also another sort of, I don't think it's a rumor, but I think there's a lot of truth into it, that they're making a Dragon Slayer movie starring Ryan Reynolds. I think that's going to be extremely, extremely interesting. I'm looking forward to it. But I think that's happening, and us releasing Dragon Slayer right now, I think it's a perfect time. So looking forward to it. If I get any more info, I'll let you know. But that's what I've read on the internet. So thanks for that. Oh, that's correct, John. Oh, thank you so much. That's what I thought as well. Um, let's see. Just want to get to one more question real quickly. Looking for a question that I haven't answered yet. Who's gonna get the last question? Last question. Last question. Brian, let me get to your question. Brian Stump, you're the winner. Will there be a shared leaderboard on games? That's a great question. Really great question. So just to let you know, that saving of high score feature was a sort of a predecessor requirement for many different features, such as leaderboards, for example. And now, that part I think was a very, very difficult part to get high score information filtered out from a game that does not save high scores, right? I think we found a solution to it. And once we have this information, everything else I think we should be able to build. I cannot promise anything at the moment, just to let you know, but from an enablement perspective, I think we have the features, and I strongly believe in leaderboards. So we'll see what happens. Right now, we are focused on getting our device out to you. So let us finish that task, very important task, and from then on, it's wide open, right? Wide open. There's so many things that we want to make happen, and we will make them happen for you. Probably more than one by one, but just because I cannot find the right word, I'll just go one by one. But we'll make them happen. So thank you so much for that. Probably the last question. Something made Brian sad. I forgot what it was. My apologies. Let me know what made you sad. I'll make you happy again. Okay, I think I've probably answered all the questions that I've not seen so far. See. Okay, just get to one more question, then we'll end it for the day. Chris, you're the winner. Question: will the marquee be lit? Great question. Right now, no. That doesn't mean right. Anything is possible in the future again. So, right, technologically, anything is possible. So either somebody may make it customizable parts, right? And there's a lot of customization going on in the community, right? That's one way. Second thing, if there's a demand, we can also look into it as well. But right now, as we have right now, that it's not lit. So just wanted to let you know. Thanks for that. Oh, T-shirt for the winner. We'll do another contest very, very soon. Maybe on Friday. So I'm sorry for that. Trying to hold on to the cough, and my voice is like really getting messed up, I think. So my sincere apologies for that. My voice does sound a little bit weird today. Anyways, thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Before we end, let me show you the link again, as I promised, so that you can take notes if you have not yet. That's it. oldschoolgamer.com/iiRcade. If you go here, you'll be able to get free digital subscription for rest of your life of the amazing Old School Gamer magazine. Okay. And if you haven't captured it, let me know. I can show it again next Friday. And for all backers, they'll be giving 2 free issues of the paper version of the magazine, and also a great discount for our iiRcade family backers. So thank you so much again for that. I really appreciate spending fun time with me. I really enjoyed it. My sincere apologies for the voice. Coffee's still there, unfortunately. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's difficult. But we'll try. So I had a lot of fun today. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Friday. I just saw that question. Any announcement on Friday? um, I will just say, oh, one more thing. We have something amazing coming on Friday. So stay tuned. Friday is gonna be awesome. Another awesome session on Friday. Huge announcement coming Friday. So keep that in mind. With that, I'll end it for today. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you on Friday. Have a fantastic week, everybody. And just again, iiRcade, the fun is starting now. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you Friday.